Hello and welcome
Hello.
to the Hat Chat podcast.
How's it going?
That was a beautiful finger, wasn't it, guys?
It was wonderful.
It sounds a lot like Pleasure Elf.
It was.
In a kind of 80s synthwave style. That was by Aeth. Am I saying that right?
I hope so.
Aeth.
Thank you for that. Beautiful
Cheers.
Pleasure Elf remix.
If you want to submit your fingers, make sure you do it at hatchat@hat-films.com.
Along with any questions you may have for us.
Oh, yeah, questions
Future
as well.
episodes.
Yeah, always throw questions at us. That's the email. That's the one to do it. I'm Ross Hornby.
I am Chris Trott.
And this voice you're hearing is the voice of Alex Smith.
And there is a dog with us today. We have a dog. She's not mic'd up.
It's Mochi. It's my pet.
It's Mochi. It's Trott's dog.
Mochi
So,
is a 2-month-old now?
17 weeks.
How many months is that?
Coming up to 5.
5-month-old Japanese Spitz.
Yes,
She's
that's the type of dog.
bright white, really fluffy. And she's here with us today, listeners.
Yeah.
Viewers, if you tune into the live stream at twitch.tv/hatfilms, we try and do these as often as we can at 2 p.m. BST on the twitch.tv/hatfilms channel. And you can see her. This is also available to watch in video form at the Hat Chat podcast on YouTube.
Oh, that's real good promo.
Guys, we are all wearing the exact same t-shirts, and I don't know why that is.
We've all recently been to Thailand.
Kind of culty.
Yeah. We have some new merch, guys. Some new merch. This is a plug time. We've plugged a lot already, but we got some new merch. Again, it doesn't really make much sense. It says snakes are dead on it. And
We got there's deep lore behind this, but we're not going to reveal
Fish
it.
are friends, snakes are dead. It's like a riddle.
It is. Eventually, it spells out like some.
You need to get all the
haiku.
merch in order to figure it out, obviously. So store.yorscast.com if you do want to be as cool as us.
Sorry,
and join the cult.
I'm trying to show people the t-shirt.
He's trying to show, ruining the t-shirt
in the
shop.
way there, Mochi.
But also, we also have a mug, which we don't have right now because they're on order. But it's a Hat Chat mug.
There
is.
It's
a Hat Chat podcast mug.
Absolutely.
So that's very appropriate for this, isn't it?
Indeed.
So,
Yes, censor the butt. Censor the
Censoring
butthole.
the butthole.
Can't have buttholes on Twitch. Sorry,
can't have
Mochi.
The eternal void.
And I think that's... Oh, you can also get a 10% off, right? Using Hat
On the
Films
store.
On the store. So
That's
that's plugging over. Plug
You
over.
can get any sort of merch on that store, and it will be a global 10% discount.
Yeah.
And it will help us if you use Hat Films as the coupon code at checkout. So thank you for that.
Indeed.
In advance.
And also there'll be swearing. Are we allowed to swear in front of Mochi?
Not
I
on
feel
the
like she's a
website.
child. Like, should we... Can I
Fuck
say
you.
Fuck you. Shit. Mochi.
Bollocks.
Mochi.
Bollocks.
Oh,
Go fuck yourself, Mochi. Go fuck yourself. No, she's unbothered. No,
Nah,
she's
unfazed.
Nah, she loves... I'm just messing.
The
She's
stuff
gonna
she
cry.
hears at
looks like
home,
she's gonna
honestly.
cry. No, she's fine.
So this is our topic for today. It's dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd bring a dog in to inspire us.
Yeah.
It's so broad. Just
It's very broad.
dogs.
Yeah, why not? Lighthearted.
Have you ever owned a dog? You haven't had a dog, have you?
Never had one in my family, no.
Would you ever want a dog?
Yes.
Which dog would you go for?
I want a
if you had to
miniature
go for a dog?
Dachshund.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
they kind of look like sausage dogs,
Yeah,
right?
they
as
are.
well.
Essentially sausage dogs.
The
Like,
stomachs
they're-
are so low profile to the floor.
Yeah.
Super tiny legs.
Yeah.
That just kind of
Little
just
stumpy legs.
Just
They're-
really funny.
Hobbling
Do you know that Dachshunds were actually bred to hunt badgers?
Really?
Yeah, Dachshund, I think,
Oh, really?
means
Yeah.
badger dog.
They,
Oh,
I
right,
assume
okay.
they
German.
weren't that size. When
They were. No, they were
But they're
trained to...
smaller than badgers.
They trained to go down like badger sets
badger holes.
and stuff.
Badger sets, yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, they're a badger dog.
Obviously, you need to
would you
understand.
use the mini dog version of that? To
Yeah,
do
why not for
badger hunting?
smaller
Or
badgers, perhaps?
hamsters, maybe hamster.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
In the
What-
UK,
what-
we have normal badgers. We don't have honey badgers.
No.
Just to be clear, we
Oh
have
dear God, no!
regular
Honey
badgers.
badgers scare the shit out of me ever since Far Cry.
Yeah,
I mean,
those are
obviously, it's a
terrifying.
game.
I mean, our badgers are pretty territorial and aggressive.
Yeah, you wouldn't want
but
to mess
honey
with one.
badgers are bigger, I think. Right?
I don't know. I think they're just more dangerous, more aggressive.
Do
Right.
they also carry TB? Do both?
Almost certainly.
Do they pollinate?
Do you carry TB, Tron?
Hmm?
Tuberculosis.
I do. Yeah, I got some right now.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the danger of badgers because the
Oh.
average dog's mouth can exert 320 pounds of pressure. I'm 220 pounds, so an extra bit of me just squeezing down.
Yeah, I felt that a few times.
I
with
don't
a
think Mochi
puppy bite.
No.
would Mochi have that kind of power. Do you think?
Maybe not.
I feel like
Just
Mochi wouldn't have that power.
no. With a toy, maybe she does destroy toys, but it's usually a little puppy teeth that tear apart fabric. I wouldn't say it's that pressure. No.
No.
Maybe
How have
like
you-
a Labrador.
How have you been? Like, so how long has it been now? So it's been like
Well, I
5
got
weeks?
her at 12 weeks old,
Okay,
which is
yeah.
quite late for getting a dog. Usually you get them about 8 weeks. But I didn't get in contact with the breeder until that late.
And when
so
you buy the dog, do you have to like, in order to be like, awarded the chance to buy the dog, you have to kick it as far as you can.
Yeah,
And
it's a drop kick
once
scenario.
you get the furthest possible.
Yeah, that's
you're
why
like,
I picked
that's
a small
your dog.
breed.
That's yours. Yeah.
I picked a small breed so I could really go to town.
Wow.
Got 300 meters.
You got her pretty much as soon as
Got
after
the field goal.
Sorry, I'm gonna say that again. You got her pretty much as soon as we came back from Oregon and California,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
And that's interesting because
The transaction was.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, he's
in Oregon, Trot. It's illegal for your
Oh,
dog
nice.
to bark for more than 10 minutes.
So is it like constant barking?
I don't
or
know.
is
Can
it
any
like-
dog bark solidly for 10 minutes?
It's like popcorn,
Do
right?
you mean like or do you mean like
That's
Howl.
howling.
That's barking.
That's
for
barking.
10 minutes? Yeah.
You know
okay.
the difference.
Okay, cool. So that really set Mochi off.
But is it like, what if she stops for like 5 seconds and then starts going again?
Recess timer.
Resets the
I
time.
still
Yeah.
feel like a neighbour would probably be like, well, that's still annoying.
That's still in the
So,
10 minutes.
yeah.
What if
Yeah.
it's like one bark at 1 minute and then another bark at the 10 minute?
Well, that
This
is 10
is where it
minutes
really starts
barking.
getting to the
It's
nitty-gritty. I mean,
complicated.
can you
You
arrest
got to take the
someone
dog
or
to court. They're gonna
It's
have to-
unlawful for a
the-
person to permit any animal to cause annoyance, alarm, or noise disturbance to any person or neighborhood by barking, whining, screeching, howling, braying, or other like sounds which may be heard beyond the boundary of the owner's or keeper's property.
Right.
Jeez.
Anything. So no farting. No incredibly
Is it
loud farting.
Is this at all times?
Yeah.
What about noisy neighbours? Like humans are way worse.
Yeah, noisy neighbours you can complain about, right?
You can call the
But like,
police.
it's not illegal.
If someone's
It is,
blasting their
yeah.
music at a
It's-
certain time, for
That's
like,
after 11 p.m. in the UK.
I
Well,
think
it's
so,
just
yeah.
causing a domestic disturbance.
Right.
Like if it's really obnoxious, then yeah,
You
just
can
call the
report
cops.
any
What if they're
time.
just like smashing plates in some sort of like Greek ceremony? Or
Well, I mean, then that's freedom of religious
Yeah.
right, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Look at that leg.
Oh, they're Greek. They're just smashing plates.
Look at that leg.
Wasteful, but oh, you got the
Got the half sploot.
Do you ever
there.
lose any coins in a back?
just in,
Yes.
in the
surprisingly.
side cushions.
Like we
Oh.
put a harness on her and just can't see it half the time. Getting it on her is a nightmare. Just have to like burrow through lots of fur. 2 coats. She's got two different coats. Did
Right.
you know that? She's
Yeah,
got
No.
short hair and long hair,
Mhm.
and it's for like air conditioning essentially.
Oh dear God,
Tracks the air.
she's
Oh,
sleeping.
she's going to sleep.
And
Yeah,
that's
she's
just-
tired.
Oh God, I wish
All
we
too
could
much.
turn the cameras around.
Well, I can drop kick around if you want.
Don't drop kick her.
No, I won't.
That
do
seems she's got her eyes open now. She's
Yeah.
no
She's
drop
pretending to sleep. I know. Faking
It's
it.
very different from my dogs. Well, dog. Unfortunately, one of my dogs passed away,
One of them did.
which I
Yeah.
don't think I mentioned anywhere. But
That's really sad.
it happens, unfortunately. I've
Dogs
had-
do perish.
So my
The good news
first-
is all dogs go to heaven. Go on.
yeah, that's true.
True.
They do all go to heaven.
No, they do, you're right.
No, my first dog was called Max, hence the DJH3 Max. We've been through this a long
we're
time ago.
deciphering the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
username.
So real.
And that was a collie cross retriever.
Damn, that's
big
a
old
energetic
curly
dog.
tail, very energetic.
Very intelligent too, I imagine.
Collie cross retriever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So big old, the size of a collie, but retriever kind of looked face
Herding
of a
and
retriever.
retrieving in one dog.
It's
Yeah.
a lot of work, isn't it? For
It's a
Energetic,
lot of work.
But,
It's a lot
It's
of
like,
work.
love
do
chasing the ball.
I grab
love
the
balls.
sheep and bring it back to you, or do I just herd the sheep?
Or do I
and
just maul it
then-
there
or
and
maul
then?
it to death?
No, it's quite a small dog, really. So, yeah.
I guess it was border collie size,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, yeah.
retriever shape.
Retriever shape, yeah.
Hmm.
But that was back when I was like, God, I was 97.
97.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my first dog was a cocker spaniel by the name of
God.
Beano.
Is that the one that lasted like 30
No,
years?
so this one was on a TV show, news documentary, like
Right.
a reveal kind of watchdog style thing, because it came from an illegal breeder,
And what-
and that dog had to be put down at a
Just-
puppy
just-
age
oh, shit.
because she attacked my face,
Oh, shit.
and
so
my
you-
mum caught the collar and like I just got
Jesus.
some scratches and stuff.
So you got-
but we asked the breeder stuff, and they just went silent on us, and then
And then they did
it
it.
got revealed that they are just like inbreeding dogs horribly.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's not very nice.
No,
that's
light-hearted
really
hat chat. So
Wow.
then I've always had cocker spaniels. After that,
Yeah.
I had Poppy, cute little
How
doggo.
many dogs have you had? So you've Poppy, Beano, did you say?
Beano first for like
Beano.
a few weeks,
Sure.
and then
Aggressive
Poppy,
Beano.
Poppy
Yep.
for a full lifetime. And then she died early actually.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
dear God.
another sad one.
And then the other dogs?
And then it's
It's going
Honey
through
and
quite a-
Misty.
Honey,
So
Misty. Honey,
Honey-
Misty, I remember those ones, yeah.
Honey recently passed away,
Fucking hell. Go on, Mochi, cover your
but
ears.
she was 16.
This is just...
Full long
16,
life.
yeah, yeah.
16,
Yeah,
and
I
also
think Max was
Misty was
13.
her daughter, so we raised a whole litter of pups,
Yeah.
which is amazing. That was great.
Did you
so
know, though,
Go on.
There we go. Line
Fact
up.
time.
Fact time.
goldfish in Georgia, Right?
Yeah.
Goldfish may not be given away to entice someone to enter a game of bingo.
Specifically.
That's a rule.
That
in
had to
Georgia.
happen.
Yeah, you can't. A lot of people like to play bingo for money or fun, but you
Oh.
can't
Is it
give
like
away
a fair
goldfish.
fairground type scenario? Because I feel like that is cruel, isn't it? Having like
Yeah, I
fish
remember
when they're
that.
in the bags, and it's just like then you're just handing out
Just
to a stranger who probably doesn't know how to
next
look
to
after it. It's just like,
toys and plushies.
what does a
and
kid
stuff.
know what to do with it now? They
It's
put
like-
a tiny little bowl, and then it just dies a week later.
I guess it's kind of like.
Not speaking from experience.
I remember I got one from winning a thing
Oh,
at
did
a
you really?
fairground.
What did it
and-
taste like? Did you eat it?
Oh, it was tasty,
Yeah,
real
of course,
tasty.
Of course, yeah.
My parents were terrified, but they used that moment as a learning lesson. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is going to be your first pet. You're going to take it home and look after. We're going to get a tank for it, and like, so I guess for some, as long as the parents are good, it can be
Yeah.
a beneficial thing. But most of the time, I guess the guys giving away goldfish don't really give a shit.
Goldfish can be fucking huge.
They can get really big.
Depending
They'll
on their
adapt to
environment,
their
they can be
Yeah.
massive.
yeah. Same with dogs. Like if we
well-
left this dog in here, she'd grow to the size of the room.
God.
Like fucking that giant dog and was
That's
it
5
that big
meters.
dog? Big blue no, that's
Big
bear.
red one.
Big red one. No, what's
Clifford.
Clifford the big red dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's true.
Yeah.
Big Red
Yeah,
One.
yeah,
I think
that
is
is
a
a
Call of Duty
documentary.
campaign.
Go on.
Big Red One was a Call of Duty
Very
game
different
on
things.
PlayStation.
Oh, was it really?
Very different
Old school.
things.
Holy shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like hamsters and like goldfish and stuff are like your starter pets. We
Yeah.
failed with the hamsters massively.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't trust me with a hamster.
Were they eating their own children?
Yeah, we've been through this before, but again, I don't want to bring the tone down. They were tiny Russian hamsters,
It
so
was tragic.
they couldn't gender them properly in the store. They
Right.
couldn't figure out what was going on.
Tiny genitals.
And they didn't have the brain capacity to choose either. So they basically
Are you
just...
talking about the seller or the hamster?
The seller didn't know how to
Didn't have a
figure out
brain.
what was going... Well, no, the hamsters
Yeah, that's
couldn't state otherwise, of course. So they were like looking
I'm
at
a
this tiny
woman.
little bit, and then they were just like, no, I'm not sure if this is male. But they ended up putting 3 of them in one cage,
Yeah.
which is like not a good idea at all.
No.
Not only because they go at each other, they go at each other in other ways. So yeah, they fucked. Had kids. We found like a little litter of them just all squeaking away, and we're like,
So
what
they
the
try
hell?
and get benefits. And
Some of
stuff.
them were dead because they'd
Oh
eaten them.
my god.
So it was a horrible scenario. It was really
They don't
quite
get
a
lot of meat in their
bloodbath.
diet.
No, it was quite a bloodbath. And then those little ones grew up and they started banging each other. It was really mismanaged, and we caught it too late, so we couldn't just like. What do you do? Just
Yeah. At what point?
oh, my mum's
Like-
gonna just pick them up and just drown them all. And go, oh, let's get rid of these ones. It's kind of just like we haven't got room for like 5-6 cages.
Can't raise them all.
Did they look like
individually.
cocktail sausages?
They looked, yeah, they did. Little pink ones, little pink, almost like balls, like a little bit elongated.
Are they cute?
No,
Before they
not
got
really.
eaten?
Not when they're like fresh.
When they start getting fluffy, are they cute?
When they get like when their eyes are like proper, because they were like pinked over, like a little seal.
Did you try and
'cause
cut them
eyes-
open?
No, I didn't.
Oh
I
my
didn't try.
God.
I didn't.
I think like
didn't dare put
child-
my fucking
Child
hands in
Alex
there.
would be like, "Oh, we need to help them along."
Open their eyes.
No, I didn't want to.
Steady.
Got to pop the eyes
Steady.
open.
Just holding it, we probably would have crushed it. It was so small, and just
Oh.
like I wouldn't want to put my hands in there because they were vicious little
Mm.
bastards. Honestly, I hate hamsters now. I don't want to. If you've got a hamster,
You're
Mm.
traumatized.
fair play, but I don't want a hamster.
Yeah, I'm not
I like it.
surprised. You're
Dogs are
traumatized.
much easier to deal with. Like you can see everything on them. You know whether it's male or female, and yeah, you don't want to put them together fucking each other.
I've had like 8 rabbits.
If they have kids, it's kind of a good thing.
8 rabbits.
8 rabbits.
8 rabbits.
6 at
I had
one
3.
time.
6 rabbits.
6
yeah,
rabbits at
it was
once.
insane.
How? Why
It wasn't my decision.
Who
but
keeps buying
off-
these rabbits?
My mum. She
Another
loved them.
one. Another one.
We had a lion mane one that looked really cute.
Oh,
Fucking
cool.
aggressive though.
Yeah.
Like every time we put finger in, it's just like.
I don't think rabbits are very
Bam.
good pets.
I think so.
Controversial opinion. Is
Some
it
can be good.
controversial? Well, we had 3.
Just get one
Mine was called
at a
Thumper,
time.
of course.
Obviously.
Classic. They ended up going up to the farm. It sounds bad, but they actually did go to a farm and they just ran around there.
Wow.
So then
Nice.
a dog ate one.
Heaven's Gate.
Did a dog eat one?
Oh my god.
Fucking a dog. One of the farm dogs ate one, but the other 2 survived fine. It was mine that died. My brothers, theirs were fine. They were like, "Oh, can we see the rabbits?" Oh, sorry, Ross. Yours was
Thumper got
unfortunately
eaten by a
attacked by another
dog.
dog. I was like, "Oh."
Did they have to tell you that?
Well, I mean,
How
we
young
were
were
all
you?
going there, so I
Oh,
guess
right.
either tell me or I go, "Come on, Thumper, where are you? Oh, are you in there in the straw?" No,
You just say you passed away, not just mauled to death by a dog.
no, they didn't say mauled to death. They said attacked. But that's basically
Similar.
the same, right?
Yeah.
I'm afraid your pet was attacked by a dog. Anyway, yours are fine, guys. Enjoy them.
Yours are fine.
It's totally fine.
But only because they burrowed. They went to the farm because they burrowed through the foundation of our house.
Oh my
Which,
god.
honestly,
That's
just-
impressive.
It was impressive, but at the same time also just kind of really annoying. Like my dad was like, all these fucking rats.
That's the foundation part.
You just got sinkholes under your house now.
Yeah. So
drainage
yeah,
holes.
didn't get rabbits after that again.
What's
Actually, we got the hamsters after we had the rabbits. Really, really dumb decisions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there any like critter rodenty based animal you would get?
A rat.
Gerbil?
Chinchilla.
A giant pouched rat. Have you seen them?
Oh yeah.
The giant pouched rats. They're the ones that they use to like search minefields. So they're
Oh,
like
yeah,
really
yeah.
big,
Oh, okay,
and they've
right.
got a pouch. And they're so
Rats can be
cool.
quite good pets.
Yeah,
they
they can
Rats can
yeah.
be great pets. They get a bad rap.
They're associated with disgusting things and obviously
Carrying the
just being
plague.
vermin. Ugh,
It's not
disgusting.
entirely true.
No,
that
the
true?
fleas carried it, and they carried the fleas.
Yeah, so
get chinchilla.
piggybacking.
Chinchillas look cool.
I
Although
mean, you
kinda need a
basically got one in
tall
dog
cage.
form here.
You need
Yeah,
like,
essentially.
you need a big cage like
Yeah.
this, maybe a corner like that, and also they come in pairs because
Do they?
you're better to have
have to
them
get
together.
chinchillas.
They're very
Oh, really?
social little creatures. Yeah,
Do you know why chinchillas have such fluffy fur?
because it's so
Are
dense.
you getting a fact?
I
They
mean,
don't.
I can
they
tell
don't
you
bathe.
one.
They drown if they bathe, right?
They do bathe, but they bathe in sand.
Sand. Yeah.
But no, the reason chinchillas have
Sorry,
such
what?
fluffy-
They bathe in sand?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
they
don't,
have
you
sand
don't,
baths.
don't wash
Oh,
them.
that's pretty
they'll
cool.
drown. So the water will get trapped in all their dense fur.
So
Fuck, I'm
they
learning.
dust bowl it. Now, the reason it's apparently they're so fluffy, it's an evolutionary advantage, because one of their main predators are large birds of prey.
Okay.
So what happens is the bird of prey comes in, they try and pick it up and just get a clump full of their hair
Oh,
instead.
nice,
So
yeah,
the
yeah.
hair comes out quite easily. Do you think
Right.
that Mochi's got the same adaptation? Do you think she's constantly in fear of large birds of prey?
Yeah, just fear of everything, really.
Yeah.
Fear of
Anything
everything.
like trucks, evolutionary advantage to run away from it and kind of pee on the floor.
Yeah, what's that? That's
Yeah.
farting?
Farting happens a lot. Yeah.
Mochi shat twice on my carpet. But they were like these perfect little nuggets.
Yeah.
That
Did you
well,
try
they
one?
tasted great, but
Yeah.
like
It's a very consistent
it
diet.
didn't leave any. It was like resting almost on top of the carpet.
Yeah,
very
they're
like
very
didn't
light.
leave any marks. I was like, wow,
Any
that's how
dingle-
you want your dog to have a poo. Really, like that.
I
a
couldn't ask for
perfect
better
pickable
shits.
thing.
Couldn't ask for better shit.
What do they smell like?
They
Some
were
can be-
pretty fucking bad.
Some can be
They
disastrous.
were horrible. Like honestly,
Some can wipe out.
it's
a room.
bizarre. Like this dog creates such horrible smells,
I
but
know.
in such a kind of like a neat package.
The thing is, it's puppy mix like dry food, which
Yeah.
you mix
Oh,
with a bit of
she's
water.
Eyes open.
Yeah.
Dry food.
Food, dog food,
No.
breakfast.
No, she's-
No.
We're talking about you shitting, Mochi.
we kind of want to just pull her around.
Oh.
She's. Oh, there you go. She's caught attention
Oh.
of.
Did you know
Go on.
that in Delaware,
Okay.
it's illegal to sell dog or cat's excess hair? The reason they did this is they were worried that groomers and other people would start buying dogs for their fur. So they didn't want
Oh,
people
right,
to
of
start
course, yeah.
thinking like, let's
Cruella
make a
de
coat out
Vil,
of this
yeah.
bad boy.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean, yeah, like, was there a big trade? I guess Dalmatians in the film 101 Dalmatians, they
Yeah.
were heavily sought after. Would you wear a Dalmatian jacket?
No.
Even a faux one?
Yes.
Wow, would you?
It's only a faux one.
spotted-
Yeah, but would you wear it? 'Cause
Spotted
it just looks a
jacket
bit-
though,
It
like
looks
fashion
stupid.
wise.
It looks stupid,
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
to like a festival where I want to look stupid.
Yeah.
There's a certain
The
point
festival
where you're
looked
like,
dumb.
I don't really need the jacket. I don't need to go through this effort of killing this many puppies
Yeah.
for it.
Well, normally
a
they're
fake
not the
one.
ones who are doing
wear
it.
a
though.
fake
No, but I'm thinking of the
So when you buy,
intentions of
yeah.
Cruella de Vil.
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, she didn't realize that they're not as soft when they grow up. I mean,
Okay.
like,
I mean, at least we're basing it on a documentary.
yeah.
Who came up with that concept?
Got any other?
What to kill? I have.
I believe it was Disney. Did Disney write their own films? I
Were
have
there
no
more
idea.
dog laws?
No, well, they're not good ones.
Not good ones. Thing is, like, I guess. I mean, are there any issues with you and Mochi?
No. Well,
Dog law
Mochi
sense?
is an anomaly right now. I'm making the most of it. She doesn't bark. She doesn't make any sounds.
That's
Apart from farts.
that's good.
Yeah,
I
just-
prefer that. I mean,
It's great.
Some people like it when their dogs have a bit of like, but like,
Yeah,
it gets
mean-
a bit much. I think for small dogs.
Mm.
It's nice not to worry about it.
Yeah.
She does whine a little bit where it's like, where have you gone?
My
Got an
God.
itch. Sudden itch.
My God.
But yeah, apart from that, she's completely silent, which is great. She does a little
Yeah.
growl now and again where she's like play tugging.
It's not good if
It's
she's
very
walking around your legs. I
Yeah.
can't hear her.
Oh my god.
Then she makes a little
Yeah,
squeak
you have to
toy
be
sound.
careful where she is because she is small and she likes to be up in you all the time.
Sup?
Mm.
Sup?
Up in your
Up in your grill.
grill. She's a
I
very.
have some.
She comes from Japan. The
Nippon.
breed.
Yeah.
In the 1920s, they started breeding multiple Spitz, like German Spitz.
I've never heard of a Spitz before. You told me about.
But yeah,
Mochi. There we go. That's got our attention. See, I tried a dog whistle app, but the moment I used a whistle, it just gave me an ad. Like one of those really fucking annoying ads where you have to like, either pretend to play it or like wait 30 seconds. It's just like, fuck those games. Who's playing those for real?
It's stupid.
It's fucked up. But she responded to the whistles. I'm surprised because my dog's never actually paid attention to the TV or like to dumb sounds on my phone and stuff, which is either their ineptitude at understanding what that is or yeah, I wanted them to watch TV, but they just weren't bothered by it. They couldn't. They looked past it.
Some dogs can't see it. Some dogs can, apparently.
No.
Can you see TV, Ross, with your dog vision?
Yeah, I've been gifted that much at least.
Yeah, Mochi does notice other dogs on screen, or like big, like blocky, vivid, contrasting stuff. She will notice and sit there. No, she'll just sit and watch. And just follow it on the screen.
I like that.
Go for what?
It's pretty cute.
Cool.
There you go.
So she is aware of it. She's very distracted by everything.
Yeah.
At the moment, she is a puppy. She's 17 weeks. I mean, she's doing pretty good.
You want some of this? Oh, she wants the Pepsi Max.
Mochi, what's this?
She's into.
Don't
did you? Have you eaten shit? Because she also eats her own shit. This is let's not sugarcoat everything. Those perfect little nuggets look like little Mars bars.
For 2 weeks now, so she's pretty good. But yeah, called out. You eat your own shit.
Yeah, you do eat your own shit. And when she did that, I definitely stopped her from licking my face.
Yeah. Okay. You ready? Ready? Paw.
Okay. She's learned some basics already, which is great.
Mochi. Down.
And you don't use the whip.
Not anymore.
He's not a whipper.
No, I was very just.
What about one of those shock collars?
Nope.
Dear God! Why would you put a shock collar on such a small dog?
I've been told by multiple trainers
restart his heart.
that if you need chokers or any sort of like restraint, you're just not training the dog well enough.
God damn! Imagine putting a choker on such a small dog. It's not being able to just go. All right, I'll just pick this one up.
That's the thing. Like,
get it out of the way.
Tugging is not really an issue with Mochi.
Yeah.
Like she does tug and get excited, but you just don't feel it. So it's not really a problem.
How much do you weigh? Do you know?
3.6 kilos.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's like 3.5 bags of sugar.
Yeah. It's nothing. So she's just very unintrusive. You're nothing.
Any questions or anything we can chat
So
about?
I have. Well, first of all, I thought we might mention some stuff that we've been doing on our channel because obviously it's been a couple of weeks. We've had a few days where we haven't released videos, and that's mainly because
a hat chat or two as well.
We missed a couple of hat chats. We were going to go to the F1 last week, which
in Austria
would have been amazing.
Sorry, can you pronounce it properly?
Craig is pissed off about that.
We were going to go to F1. Yeah, I mean, it was quite the.
He's seething right now.
Yeah, it was very appealing at the time. We were like, this is really exciting, and then they were like,
Craig's
that's
here,
not
by the
happening.
way.
Craig is here.
I'm here. Yeah.
Craig's here.
I'm here. How are you guys doing?
Obviously, there's no camera on Craig. Budget constraints.
It's interesting we have a camera on a dog.
Well, it's the same camera we're on.
Yeah, it's the same camera.
It's
you're
the
right.
same camera we're on.
Being efficient, we could put Craig in this camera, but no, we're not doing that.
No, you can't fit.
Don't want to waste the frame.
But yeah, we missed a few things because we've been working on other formats. So we have the Hat Versus format, which we started recently, which is kind of something we've always done. Well, we haven't really kept count of or kept score.
If you haven't listened to episode 1, we are YouTubers as well.
Yes.
And it's a weird term to use, but yes, we do have a YouTube channel. We've been doing it for like 8-9 years now.
It's the thing we kind of like put most of our energy into.
And Hat Versus is this new format that we use with gaming, where we take a game and then we challenge each other, and then we get gold, silver, and bronze at the end of it. Whoever wins this stupid challenge, like for example, we use the game Mordhau, which is like a physics-based medieval game where you chop off limbs and stuff. How many heads can you chop off in a minute? That was and that was funny. It's just visceral fun. And then we also did a GTA Cops and Robbers.
That one I thought came out really well.
Yeah, really good job,
like
Craig.
It took us ages to actually film it because
had to make a custom.
You had to make a custom map, and it just
it's just
kept
nightmare.
fucking up.
And team balancing got turned off, so we couldn't even swap around. That was nightmare.
But it is always good fun trying those new things on YouTube. YouTube's kind of you never really know what to do, what works on YouTube.
We never settle.
No,
for too long.
That's the thing, though. But like, if I think we get a bit bored for doing certain things. Like we did all like the board game stuff for a long time, and I think even our audience got a bit bored of it by the end of it.
Nice, good pun. Bored.
So we had to mix it up, try other things.
And then we're back on Minecraft now.
And but the Minecraft thing is interesting because it's not just us back on Minecraft. There's loads of people now returning to Minecraft, which is interesting. I didn't really expect that to ever happen.
Yeah, it's surprising, but I mean, the game is the game, you know.
Yeah,
it's like Lego. there's always this appealing factor about blocks being placed in
Yeah.
a creative way, I guess. And skeletons. Everyone loves being hit by painfully accurate skeleton arrows,
I
right?
really want that Pepsi. There you go.
Do you think that there's like a
I
set?
don't want to
probably
cut
not
tongue.
good.
There's a set nostalgia like time frame where like something can come back around again and be hit,
I remember
hit
this
the
retro game.
nostalgia like
Yeah.
element of it rather than like there must be
Yeah.
some element to that. Like
All
how
it
long
takes
does
is
it take to
someone-
forget? Basically,
I reckon like
That's
5
the thing.
years,
Well,
10 years.
There's got to be
since
shitloads
Minecraft.
of people who. Well, I mean, Minecraft's been still continuously being.
It came out in
released,
2011,
isn't it?
released,
Yeah,
but it was
yeah.
out way before then in alpha
Yeah.
and beta. So I think there's a 10-year cycle.
But weirdly, when we first played it, I don't think it was kids that were predominantly playing it because it was on PC, which was obviously
Yeah.
not necessarily something all the kids have.
I feel like all the kids that
Just covering
just
the ass.
missed Minecraft maybe because
Yeah,
they went straight to Fortnite.
but then they were playing it on console,
or,
right?
or
Which is
mobile.
a market we
Yeah.
kind of missed, or we did a series on it at the time, but
Do
then we
constant
moved past
trailers
it.
on them.
Yeah, but ultimately Minecraft's the type of thing where you have to make it what it is,
Your own
right?
fun, yeah.
On YouTube anyway.
Oh yeah,
Which is why we've kind of gone back.
That's
to it
also,
and
like,
started
what
spicing
made
things
us-
up again.
that's also what made us so popular, is because we
Yeah.
did make Hat Films Minecraft our own.
Yeah.
We applied our own spin on things, did some fun cinematic stuff. People liked our humor in it and our
Yeah.
characters in it, and we kind of like felt like 4 years is long enough to stay away from it.
I think ultimately it's a case of like we didn't want to just be a Minecraft channel,
No.
which I think ultimately
Early on.
is either a bad thing because if you're just one type of channel,
You do well.
that works. That's a
Yeah.
good format. But
We didn't
unfortunately, our brains don't work that way, and we'd rather do a lot of different things. Things that we're all passionate about.
There's a few things I couldn't
So-
do. One, be child friendly.
Yeah, and this is the thing that probably
you're not child
hurts us
friendly.
the most on
No.
YouTube.
Well,
exclusion zone, isn't
I
it?
could be child friendly, but I don't really want that demographic.
Yeah,
True.
it's the way to make money though.
It's the most profitable demographic, but we wouldn't have fun doing
I
it.
wouldn't want to go to conventions and
No.
stuff and then have to worry about children, parents, and all that stuff. And then, you remember in that episode you were a little bit offensive, and you should really
Just tone it down, would you? Well, we've
get
had
that
that
enough
before, haven't
anyway.
we?
Yeah,
At an event where
we're a
someone
very
was like-
adult channel, so.
Yeah, but I think that's that's always been our thing. I
And
don't
that's-
think we could go and try and be.
And that's
family
what,
friendly.
and I mean, it doesn't work on YouTube being adult. It makes
No.
you very niche.
Fortunately, thanks to everyone who does support us and Patreons us and all that sort of shit.
Allows us to continue to be as unfiltered as we can.
Are you
Yeah.
enjoying Minecraft still?
Yeah,
Back
I
into
mean,
it.
I think we
It's
left
something-
it long enough for it. There's some new stuff in it. Obviously, we're using a mod pack, so there's tons of stuff in that.
It's almost too much though.
Yeah,
Do you know what I find? It's just a bit overwhelming because we were
Overwhelming.
like,
Yeah.
we did a big recording yesterday, and it's just there's so much that you can do now that it's just like, where do you start? But it's plenty to record.
Mhm.
I just want to build stuff though more often. I didn't really care too much about the mods. I
Just
just want
facilitate your
to make
resources.
something cool.
Yeah,
I want
That's
to
what I've
feel
always
like a
loved
god.
Minecraft for.
That's
Yeah.
why I
I
like
think
the
you're
magic.
gonna
Yeah.
with all the magic stuff that you end game stuff, and that's nuts.
Yeah. So we've returned to that.
Yeah.
So we've got a bit of that going on.
Classic editing style, made some new
Yeah.
assets for that. I enjoy making those kind of things.
What's the
So
thing?
that was
Yeah,
quite
yeah,
fun.
yeah. That's when was the last time you edited a Minecraft video? God, ages ago.
Well,
or anything.
trailers.
I do all
Yeah,
the
trailers, of course. Yeah.
But apart from that,
That's
when?
not really a series.
Well, that's the thing. We're
From
so
Ashes?
inept. From Ashes. Oh God, yeah.
No, Cornerstone, I guess. Was
Yeah.
the last one.
Yeah.
Or Hat Pack, one of those two.
God, I can't remember.
Oh yeah,
so
Hat
long
Pack,
ago.
yeah, fuck. From Ashes was so much fun.
2015.
It's hot stuff.
But people are enjoying it, so we'll
Yeah,
do some more of that.
it's doing very well.
And what was the other thing? Oh yeah. So the LA vlogs.
Yes. We went
First
to LA.
one's almost finished. Honestly, I took ages to make it. So apologies for people who are waiting for it, but it should be out this weekend, hopefully.
This weekend,
And
as of this podcast
yeah,
being
then the
released.
pressure's on to just make sure they're out every week.
Yeah.
So I'll crack on with that.
Good luck.
Um,
Up till 4 a.m. last night.
Yeah, 4:30 last night, finishing it off. This is the thing, like, it's odd because I want to edit them. I could probably give it to Craig, and that's fine because Craig's great at editing all that stuff. But he also has other stuff to edit that we record in the day. So when I get home, then I make dinner, then
But
I'll
you're
edit.
recording in the day.
I'm recording in the day,
It's
and then we
difficult.
stream. So it's a very difficult thing. But like, yeah, luckily we've got Craig helping us out with the
It's
other
the
stuff
issue
as
I
well.
faced with Minecraft.
Yeah.
It was like, we'll do 2 a week. We've recorded this bulk.
Yeah.
Let's record this, though, for Craig. Let's record that. And then there's no real time to edit in
Yeah.
the day.
So we basically made the executive decision to just be like, if we can't upload, we're not going to.
Mm.
We could put trash out and just be like something that we rushed together because there's that kind of mentality of have to release every day. but I'd rather not
Yeah.
do that, and I think we all agree that that's a better thing.
Yeah,
agree,
like
Mochi?
also
She
like
agrees.
sometimes when we eventually do get those new people coming in, which we do, statistically we have new people coming and looking at our content. You want to make sure that what they see is actually half decent, right? Like
Something
as
that
in
we are interested.
say
in,
they found us on a random day and we just spaff something out versus there's something we haven't released that day, but there was something yesterday that was really good. Like I think it makes sense. Like,
yeah,
True.
it's hard to get like that one, like the best video every single
impression,
day.
yeah.
I feel like thanks to Patreon and Twitch
Yeah.
and those kind of things facilitating the off days
Yeah.
allows us that flexibility.
All the things that
a
aren't
little.
YouTube.
All the things that aren't YouTube. Well, memberships. On
Yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah,
memberships
memberships on
are
YouTube as
great,
well. That
yeah.
helps. That's
Having
pretty much
like
the
a
same as Twitch, right?
baseline where it's like it doesn't matter if we don't upload today.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like there's no pressure, which is great. Even though we attempt
I
to.
still feel the pressure, but oh god, she's gonna jump. I thought
She
she was
won't
jump off the
jump.
edge. And
She'll be
she's just
fine.
Right.
She just wants some. You want to milk the camera.
Jump off the edge. So yeah, so the LA vlogs, they'll be here. The first was pretty fun. That was like I think 3 days of content in one. Well, 3 days of time
Condensed.
into one video. So
So it's
hopefully that comes
content
across well.
crammed.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, because you set a bar for yourself in the past, like with vlogs and stuff, you kind of want to better it, which we've had in the past. This is why we've not done more stunt lads, because we kind of thought, oh shit, like how do we do better? Then you stress over it and you kind
The
of
stunt's got to be
overplan,
ridiculous.
and then you kind of go, well shit, like I don't think that's as good, or I don't think it's going to hit the same mark that it used to or would hit.
We start a very ambitious project,
Yeah.
which we just don't have time for, and we
because
never
we're trying
get
to release
around
a video every day, but that project's going to take like
Yeah.
a week to record and like edit and do that other stuff, and
Yeah, and we get
it's
lots
just
of,
it's
lots
like
of questions about like, well, there's 3 of you, and loads of people do solo YouTube,
yeah.
but I think it's like a different dynamic in the sense that we we choose different hours for sure. We're not working till 4 a.m. in the morning like most solo YouTubers
Like we
do.
used to. Well, we did used to.
We did used to, and we quickly realized that you can't keep that up because everyone's talking about burnout now, and it turns out if you work yourself to the bone, you can do that daily video or 2 days of videos, but you will hate yourself for it, and you'll have suffering consequences.
Yeah. So yeah, that's something that weighed on my mind when I was editing it. I was like, is it going to be as good as the last ones? Because it's so hard to plan them. Normally we just go out there, we start filming, and then it's like, okay, well, I'll figure
Don't
out how to
need the
put this together
laptop.
later. And luckily Craig was out there as well to help filming, so
That's
we
our
got a
hat
bit more.
chat sign, a real professional
wants
sign.
She's got the hat chat sign. That's really.
She's got the sign.
Mochi just took the
She
hat
will.
chat sign
She
off
will
of my
destroy
laptop.
that. By the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is. I mean, it looks like an
Can't have
expensive
it.
sign, so maybe it's a bit of cardboard.
I hate your podcast.
Can you not?
So yeah, that's something that I don't think people consider. The other thing I don't think people consider is that I don't think people care about editing. Like really, like realistically, when you watch something, are you like sat there going, "Oh, I bet the editors work really fucking hard on that or whatever."
It depends
Do you
what
know
it
what I
is.
mean?
It depends what it is. I think sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. It really
Our
depends on
vlogs
the
are
format.
It's such an
Constantly.
invisible thing, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like the vlogs are clearly the editing is forefront.
Yeah.
And everyone comments like how good they look and how good they edited by. It really depends on the content, like Smith says. I think like people commented on the Minecraft series, like, "Oh, I like that bit in there.
Yeah.
That's good edit."
I think it's the harsh reality that
None on Craig's though.
YouTube videos live and die off the title and thumbnail.
Yeah.
So no matter
True.
how much effort, how much
Be the
time,
best
how
video
long you
ever.
stayed up for,
No one will watch it. If
you
the
won't-
thumbnail's
if the
bad.
thumbnail doesn't look appealing or the title isn't like kind of clickbait, because that seems to be everything now on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's all clickbait. It's all just
Yeah, I
fucking
mean,
bullshit.
we could have
It could be the best video ever. And just,
yeah, we could have an
drowns.
amazing video, and we can have a very matter-of-fact thumbnail. Like,
Yeah.
this is what's in the video.
yeah.
But you got to consider that everything around that video is way more vivid and vibrant
Mm.
and appealing to the eye and eye-catching.
Yeah.
May not look nice if you isolate it and really like pick it apart. It's like, well, it's just like a sunburst and multiple like red, greens, and blues and
Yeah.
a face. Like, I hate this kind of stuff, but ultimately, subconsciously, it's working.
It
Mhm.
works. Yeah.
Otherwise, people wouldn't be doing it, and it's frustrating that we have to conform to that. But
yeah.
ultimately,
there's
it's
no
our
other
living.
way to do it right now. Like, imagine if there was
Yeah.
a service you logged on and it just played you recommended videos like straight away, right? So like, no browsing.
Just a stream.
You just load up this website that just gives you a stream of content. I mean, the problem with that is it's very open to abuse. Like,
And
Yeah.
some days you don't feel like certain genres
Yeah,
or
yeah.
types of people.
but you could
so-
skip it. Like, it's a
You
bit like
could,
a hype
yeah.
machine, but for YouTube,
Yeah,
right?
I guess that
Um,
could be an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, painting that.
All right.
But yeah. So either way, I got over that, and it's almost edited. So there we go.
Vlogs this
Um,
Saturday.
what else have we
Sunday.
got? So we got some funny news for you.
Oh, wow.
Can I just?
go on.
I've got a very dry mouth.
It's got a very dry mouth. Well, I mean, I can explain one of these to Trott.
Okay.
It's about the zoo is now celebrating the gay penguins. So because it's Pride Month, it's just finished. I'll go for another Pepsi. I downed mine very quickly, and Mochi was after it. So yeah. I'm trying to click on this link.
They're celebrating gay penguins.
Yeah, and apparently that's a thing.
Right.
I didn't actually know that was a thing. So
Okay.
London Zoo is celebrating Pride Month in honor of its gay penguins, which I don't even think is funny news. I just thought it was quite interesting that they do that, and it's also animal based. No dogs, which is I know you switched off now in your brain, Trott.
Yeah, I mean penguins
need love too.
Penguins are hilarious as an existence, right? They're waddle. They got little flappy wings, which are only good underwater.
Are they having sex? Is that what this is? That are they? I mean,
how are they defining it? I think.
Oh, this was it. This is the story I think I remember from it, actually. That Ronnie and Reggie got together in 2014. I think they marry them in some sort of ceremony. Oh Jesus!
She almost went.
God, Mochi's gone rogue, guys.
Do you want Sprite or Pepsi? Sprite or Pepsi?
And yeah, Ronnie and Reggie are still going strong.
Oh,
so
good. I didn't realize they. They do form like that sort of relationship, don't they, for life?
Yeah, and the zoo is also teaching people about gender, mating, and same-sex animal pairings, which is quite an interesting thing to do, right?
They are milking Ronnie and Reggie.
Sorry, she's really wants that fucking Pepsi.
Some penguins are gay. Get over it.
Yeah, just get over it.
I mean, it's just natural in the animal kingdom. I don't think anyone cares in the animal kingdom. They're just like, if I'm feeling frisky or aroused, I mean, they'll just go for it. There's no like foreplay.
It's like seals and penguins.
There's no foreplay.
Yeah.
Just
They
straight
just go
in
for
there.
it.
Just straight in there.
But some do a very elaborate mating ritual in order
the
to woo
birds, man.
The female.
They do some crazy ass shit. There was a story on here that I think you might like, Smith, as it involves something you love a lot, which is the flat Earth theory. Now,
sorry.
Theory? Gosh,
can we just go with like a definitive fact nowadays?
The flat Earth truth.
Just talking about the flat Earth truth. So a Spanish club changed their name to Flat Earth FC. Now I can only imagine it's for publicity in general, right? Just because who else is talking about a random ass team in Spain, unless they change their name to Flat Earth FC? Their president Javi Poves decided to rename the club to support the Flat Earth movement and its followers around the world.
Good.
We're a professional football club in the Spanish fourth tier, and we are born to unite the voices of millions of the Flat Earth movement followers and all of those people who are looking for answers. There are plenty of fucking answers. Go to a library. Go to school.
I don't know.
Why on earth? Okay, let's just entertain for a second that all of this stuff, the globe, the solar system, our whole entire theory of how everything works,
elaborate jokes,
it's just made up. Why bother? Like, why waste everybody's time? Why would anyone do that? Oh yeah, we really need
to keep you in, man.
It's just
keep you in the government.
Those books
man.
are placed in the library.
Like, I can get that people not trusting certain things because it might like do them harm or something like that, but like this isn't one of those things, guys.
No, not really.
No. But I feel like they've done it for publicity.
Yeah.
Surely, like, oh my God, no one's taking that
I won't
seriously.
be buying a football ticket.
I will not be going to Spain to see them.
I don't think I've ever considered that.
What do you?
I'll go to Spain and watch football.
Yeah. What do you guys think about aliens breeding with humans?
I don't know.
People at home, are you thinking about aliens breeding with humans right now? Maybe you're thinking about an alien that you could breed with.
I don't think it's
hard to think of
Would
aliens.
you breed with an alien? What if an alien was like...
What kind of alien? What franchise?
Well, what if it was like an alien that morphs itself into like anything you
want?
Like
The Thing?
Like The Thing? Is that what happens in The Thing? I thought, does it morph into anything?
That's terrifying. They try and assume the form of, like, to blend in. And then they do these horrible, like, in-betweeny...
I just remember the...
You don't remember The Thing?
I remember the end result. I remember the...
Yeah.
I remember the game. Do you remember playing the shitty game?
Yeah. It was a good game.
It wasn't that good.
No?
It was on PS1, wasn't it?
I loved it.
Okay. I feel like you should have a replay of it and see.
Well, let's find out what happens when... I mean... I'm not sure it's going to be possible.
What, aliens?
Well, put it this way. Like, it doesn't take much for two species that are from this Earth to be incompatible for breeding.
Yeah.
Let alone a species that would have established elsewhere, not on this Earth. I just don't imagine it would work.
Unless it was an identical planet. Or there was some kind of, I don't know, time travel. Something like that.
In what way would time travel help aliens to have children with humans?
Maybe aliens are the ones who've mastered time travel.
Yeah,
and
but
they've come here, but they look like humans
But
because
what-
they're really far in the future.
But why would that help them have babies with humans?
I don't know, but it depends, because obviously if you think about human advancement, if somehow we get over global warming and whatever, and millions of years
It's called
later,
climate change now, Ross. Global
Climate
warming
change,
is
of course.
so
yeah,
late
because
90s.
it just confuses people. People think that, hey, this global warming is too hot, whatever.
Yeah.
What if millions of years we've evolved, and then someone discovers time travel, which seems unlikely, of course, sure, but that person who's advanced to that stage then travels back and then fucks Trott.
Right. They're not
And
an alien.
then she has would you not consider that almost an alien, like, kind of
Well, that's the plot of Interstellar,
scenario?
right?
Well, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Who fucked who in Interstellar?
No, nobody comes back from the past and fucks somebody and creates a child.
No, they go to
Well,
a
but
fourth dimension
there
and
is
start
the
like
future
playing it
people
like some
that
sort of
help out
cello.
McConaughey through the black hole, and
Yeah.
that's like who's reaching out to him with the
Yeah.
ghost hand and shit.
But which part?
No, but
did they
it
start
was based
fucking
on
in?
relativity, wasn't it? So he was away for so long that then time had advanced so much more back in his previous.
Yeah, but then you've got
relative
into a
time.
crazy like
Right, okay,
what was it called?
In what is
The cube prismy thing when he went into a black hole.
Yeah.
Went into a black hole.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
reason when
and
he
that was
came back, it
time-
was the future.
It was a technology that trapped him in a
I feel like we
thing.
need to watch it again.
And then
Well,
they
you
came
need
back and fucked me in the film.
What?
Right, okay, I think this is a
No.
dream. I think this must be a dream.
It was my sprite.
But what if you went back and had sex with like a Homo sapien? You would be considered an alien to them, right?
we
guess
are,
let's
homo,
think
we
about it,
are
like,
Homo sapiens.
Look at you look different. You would talk differently. You would act
But
differently.
an
You would
alien-
know different things.
Yeah, I guess
you would be an alien. To
Ross.
them.
We are Homo sapiens.
But like no, or what are they called?
Like a
The
Neanderthal.
Homo erectus? No,
Yeah,
Neanderthal.
Homo erectus was
Yeah.
one. There were several.
caveman. You're fucking a cavewoman. All right, Trump.
Yeah.
You fuck that
I
cavewoman.
love that brow.
You knock her up, and then what do you make? Do you make is it like a fucked up version of Chris Trott, which probably would be anyway, regardless of where we are in this
I
world.
have very dominant fucked up genes.
That would be an alien baby, and maybe this guy's.
Well,
I
it
mean,
depends
I
on your
actually read-
definition of
That's
alien.
not what this guy is saying.
Depends
This is my theory. Now. This is my theory now.
Depends on your definition of alien. Alien, I consider completely separate from our
Okay.
whole ecological system. Like
Right.
octopuses are aliens.
I think Donald Trump considers them Mexicans.
It's illegal aliens. That's different.
Octopuses.
I guess alien is just something different. Is it? Would you consider the word alien as something different from you, or is that just
Well, it depends
a
what you
foreign
mean.
object? In,
So we use it as an alien, a foreign alien, is
Outside of
somebody
Earth.
outside of
Yeah.
the nation you're in.
But technically, well, yeah, if you want to use
But
the
an alien, as in like an extraterrestrial,
yeah,
which is probably the better word for it,
Yeah.
means outside of Earth.
Yeah.
yeah, we've all seen the documentary E.T.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You want to pee?
There's
don't you?
been shit tons of alien documentaries
Yeah.
going on. Netflix
Have you seen the new
recently.
one? There's,
Which
I
one?
watched.
There's
I've only watched half
so
of it 'cause
many
I had a phone
bad
call,
ones.
but
Is it the Bob Lazar?
yeah, that
Yeah.
one where that guy was like, he was quite a young scientist at the time, right?
Who,
And-
Bob Lazar?
Yeah, and
Right,
then he was trying to reveal this stuff just for his own safety.
Yeah.
In terms of like he's getting it out there, but being public with it,
Mm-hmm.
and claimed it was for his own safety. I didn't watch the rest of the documentary. Did you watch it? Because
No,
I
no.
had a phone call and I just completely just didn't watch the rest of it. But I kind of I didn't really believe much of it. But then if there's only one guy saying it,
The person
How
who
do you
made the
believe it all?
documentary, I couldn't stand in that one.
yeah,
That guy was very weird and very self-indulgent. But Bob Lazar,
yeah.
I mean, I want to believe. Hashtag fucking my Sprite. No, it's lemony. I thought dogs didn't like lemon, or is that
She
cat?
fucking loves lemon.
Cat.
I don't think. I
Um,
think she eats her own shit, man.
Yeah, you'll eat anything.
She'll eat anything.
Just like
She's
your
game
own.
friendly.
I really want these things to be real
Yeah.
because it's very much possible. I actually found, I wish I'd had it linked here, but I found a really cool article. It's not really an article, it's more of a science report about patents, various patents that the US military has put in
Okay.
to the US patent office. And there's stuff like gravitational wave generators. So one of the working theories of how, if flying saucers exist, and this is what people like Bob Lazar say, they use gravitational wave generation as propulsion, which means you wouldn't have like heat trails or any visible exhaust. And so a lot of the pilots that have been seeing UFOs or something, when I say UFO, I mean an unidentified object.
That's exactly
not
what that means.
necessarily- yeah, but not necessarily an alien. They often don't have emissions and things like that, so
Yeah.
they'll see something whip by, and it won't have a trail, or anything like that. So it kind of makes sense that something like a gravitational wave generator, which theoretically could work, would be how they were propelling themselves. And I would just love to know, like, what it is that we have now. What is it? How? Because like I said, I always bring
It's
this
all
up.
hidden secrets, isn't
But
it?
the Blackbird was designed in the 1960s. The
Yeah.
Blackbird, a plane capable of going like Mach 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
At the time, like commercial flight had barely become a thing. Like that's amazing. So we've had 50 years at least now, almost 60 years advancement from that.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to see just.
But do you think
I guess they're hiding it from the Russians.
if they
right?
discovered
pretty much
this new technology which looked completely alien or whatever, do you think they should tell people? As in, like, do you think they should go, hey, look, we don't know what this is, but we found this, and I just announce it? Do you think,
what right does a government have to secret?
do you think
like
it's better that they?
I think it's like
Because it might just be from a different country.
Yeah.
it's like
Do you know what I mean?
mass
That's probably
panic.
what they're trying
Well,
to figure
if
out,
it's
right?
gonna-
It's a weapon or something, right? Against them.
I
That's probably
understand the
first
need
thing.
for military secrecy in
Yeah.
order to maintain.
But also like
your-
sedating the society, and like you don't want a mass
Yeah.
panic on your hands. And
Yeah,
then
but I don't think. I mean, who's?
Yeah.
Yes, I
is
know,
that-
but I wouldn't panic. I'd be like, "Wow, that's
Of course,
incredible."
but
That's
that's-
something
but-
outside of this.
But that's you. Like the average person might start doomsday prepping, and people doomsday prep without any of that.
Are you saying I'm not the
Anyway.
average person?
I don't know. Well, I
No.
don't know, but like
Don't
the
think
wider
so.
public.
Why not? Why am I not an average person?
Well,
Well, just go on Twitter for 5 minutes. You see what people say and do, and it's just like those are the people who just go nuts, run to fucking Tesco's, buy everything they fucking can, stock up on
look, I
fuel
just
and
did
all
it
that
a couple
other shit.
times and a couple bricks through the window. Okay, I just wanted my crisps.
Just looting it
They
in
last.
the middle of the day. Just
They'll last me.
it's a
and
Tesco
beans.
Extra Trot.
There's not even any
Just got
outbreak
loo-roll.
of anything.
Imagine being like test pilots for this stuff. So okay, let's put the idea of
Like the Neil Armstrong.
extraterrestrial technology out of the window.
Okay.
Let's say that we have cracked some particular new kinds of propulsion or some sort of energy
Is
source.
NASA were doing something similar, where the theory was if you were to condense space in front, you almost form like a vacuum bubble of
Similar to the
space-time,
Star Trek
Oh.
system
and then
of
it propels it forward.
you move time around you
Yeah,
rather than
that's it.
you move time and space around you rather than moving
You're like slipping through.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is nuts. So relevant.
But
to
imagine being the
dogs.
pilot trying this.
It really is a
right?
dog thing, yeah.
So when the pilots were up in the Blackbird, there's some amazing accounts of it. There's like books you can read about it. It's really really
Cool.
interesting. But they're like soaring over countries in seconds,
Yeah.
So it's like, so we passed over the Mediterranean, and like 10 minutes later we were over the Arab states.
How
and
fast does the Blackbird go?
The well, this is the thing. I don't think they
Is
ever
it-
pushed it to its absolute maximum.
They kept it within safety limits.
Yeah, so I mean, you can probably fact check this. I
Okay.
think on average they went between Mach 1 and Mach 3. So the speed of sound is, 750 miles an hour? Or is it 570?
Do you want to know the fastest we've ever traveled? Record
Oh,
for
I
the
guess a
fastest
rocket.
speed any humans traveled relative to the Earth set by Apollo 10
Yeah.
reached 39,897 kilometers per hour,
Fuck.
which is approximately
Watch out. The Sprite monster's
0.0037%
about.
of the speed of light. So
Right.
that's space though.
What about like planes?
How fast did the Blackbird go? Top speed of Blackbird,
Blackbird. Okay.
Let's figure that one out.
otherwise known as the
And could a dog?
SR
2,193 miles an hour.
2,193.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's pretty quick, right?
Commercial flights are like 300.
What are
300
modern
miles an
what are
hour,
modern
right?
jets? Do modern
What,
jets?
like fighter jets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they probably go. Well, they can break the sound barrier, so that's at least Mach 1.
Fastest
got a
jet in the
Gillette.
world, 7,200 kilometers an hour. The North American X-15.
Oh yeah.
This aircraft is the current world record for fastest manned aircraft.
Yeah.
So
There's some-
Mach 6.7.
That's insane.
It's fast. That's
Yeah.
6.7 times the speed of sound, right? And so these people can outrun like missile launches. So even in the Blackbird, they
What's
can
the
do
point
it.
of them, right?
So so they detected like a rocket launch after them, to try and get them, and they just put the throttle up and they just outrun the missile.
Because of the applied forces on a person at that speed, is there a limit that humans can tolerate?
travel.
It's all based on acceleration. So
Yeah.
so speed isn't what kills you. Quick
Because you reach
acceleration
terminal
or quick
velocity, right?
no. Well, that's based on air resistance and things like that. But like
Would you just pass out?
essentially, just don't accelerate too quickly.
Yeah.
If you slow down too quickly or speed up too quickly, that's where damage is caused.
Right, okay.
Actual like speed doesn't kill.
Because if you went from 0 to 6.7, Mach 6.7,
In a second, and
you'd just be mushed in the back of
you'd
your
crush
seat.
against the seat. Yeah.
And you just go down.
But yeah, it's so cool, and I would love to know more about that.
Yeah.
Like, just from an amazing human being's perspective.
Just give me a little look. Little look inside.
Just a little look.
So what's the latest plane? Go on, give me the latest plane. Is it
Give me a secret. Share your secret.
Is it a sphere that goes in all directions?
I have some more animal stuff if you want.
Yes, please.
Some headlines.
Swing it back.
Maine police declined to press charges against a goat that chased a woman down the street.
Yeah, go on.
She tried to. There's a video, which is probably easier for people to see.
Who asked if they wished to press charges? No, we're okay. We're not going to press charges.
They wrote on Facebook that they responded to a call of a goat chasing a woman down the street. You really never know what you are going to encounter when responding to a call of a woman being chased down the street. Will it be nothing? Could you be getting into a physical altercation? An officer restrained the goat using freshly certified de-escalation skills. And the goat was returned to its owner and no charges were filed. But I'm guessing she must have requested that for them to even, like, kick up a fuss about it. Do you call the police if a goat's chasing you?
No,
Who do you call? Do you just literally just...
I'd probably try and find out what field it's escaped from.
Would you? Would you just run away?
No, I'd probably try and hold on to it. You don't want to get hit by a car. Because, like, if something hits it, that's where the real damage is going to come, right? Rather than a goat itself. You might get the odd bite.
Or you take it home.
Well...
Hang out with it.
I mean, my grandma has a
Where
garden.
Where did this happen?
I was in Maine.
The main one.
In the US.
What?
Is that not showing you? Oh,
yeah.
It might not show because I've had to use a VPN for some of these American stories.
Wow.
I know, wasn't that nice?
Useful.
Which one?
If only we were sponsored by someone, we could potentially.
Okay, we got YouTube. We got a YouTube vid. Okay, let's have a listen to. Always love it.
The American.
In responding to a
weird.
call over a goat on
Goats
the
are
loose, but you're
scary,
not talking.
though.
I'll talk about
Goat?
Remember that goat
a
we saw?
poster,
Hold
picture right here on Facebook saying the goat chased a woman down a street on Sunday. An officer intervened and the goat got a little physical before being returned to
Resisted arrest. I think
Oh
that's.
my god.
That's worthy of a sentence.
That's not as
There you
bad
go.
as some
Perfect.
hikers who hid in a tree from a feral pig. That didn't even exist.
What, the pig?
Yeah.
The feral pig that wasn't there.
So they
Were
called the police.
tripping?
This was in San Antonio, so
Classic.
make your own assumptions.
Yeah,
sure.
probably.
They heard some rumbling and they thought it was a feral pig chasing them. So they hid up in a tree, called the police.
Why did they think it
Turned
was a
out-
pig?
I don't know.
Oink,
I guess
oink.
they just really
Hearing
maybe
oinking.
they were tripping on something. Fuck, it doesn't state, but I don't think they
They're
would
like
admit to.
trip matched up. Like
I was
one
high as
convinced the other
fuck,
one
man.
that is a pig.
Fucking pig chasing me, man.
Well, to be fair, we did think that what were probably just little toads were deer and bears in.
Well, we were
Yeah,
told.
yeah. We
I
would have just
guess-
been like, it's a fucking bear, guys.
Yeah,
Get up the trees.
Yeah.
They
Could
can
there-
climb the trees.
Could there have been feral pigs in San Antonio?
Yeah.
I
Probably,
guess so.
yeah. Turns out it was rumble strips just on the road. So people were just driving over some rumble
I
strips.
was like,
Mm.
yeah. And they panicked.
feral pig! Get up the tree!
No, I knew this day would come.
Michael, get up the tree!
Oh, I practiced climbing this.
They're at least 6 foot tall. And they eat
Not
dogs.
the pigs.
They eat dogs. My God.
I mean, wild boar are no joke.
No,
wild
you-
boar will fuck you
They
up.
will maul the shit.
Yeah, I've seen
Um,
Lost.
yeah.
But a feral pig, if it doesn't have tusks, I don't know.
It depends if you've got anything to kind of like fend it off or like scare it away with.
Yeah,
But if you're just kind of like
We'll just
got your backpack and you're just walking.
fucking kick it.
But I saw a video the other day of somebody who came across
be
a grizzly
chunky.
bear and they kind of just stayed still, got close to like some bushes, and then it kind of just walked past. So you can just
Well, if they're
let
not
it do its own
hungry,
thing. If you're not going to go, oh my god, it's a fucking grizzly bear! Shit, jump in the trees!
really depends on the grizzly bear's current state, I
Yeah.
think, whether it will attack
just
you or not.
wandering around.
If it's
yeah.
a really hungry bear,
then you're fucked.
or if it's protecting its cubs, then you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like, you can stand still all you want. You can get mauled to death.
Yeah.
Revenant style.
Totally unrelated, but I saw that video yesterday, but I also saw a video underneath it, which was of someone using, the scooters we've got.
Yeah.
There is a video coming of that soon as well.
Scooty.
So we got some electric scooters. Theirs blew up whilst they were riding it. This was in China, but they were riding it down the street, and then just suddenly flames came out of it looked like the left handlebar.
You hearing this,
It kind of blew up, and then the bottom, I guess the battery must have just been like pierced or something. It just shot flames out. And this guy had to toss it to one side. This flaming like electric scooter.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I'm terrified now.
Well,
I
mean,
mean,
we've all
lithium
seen-
battery.
yeah,
you just
lithium
got to pierce one,
batteries.
and then it's just going to start like pissing out
it
and
reacts with
reacting.
the air.
You got to hope that Segway's encased it well enough.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, eh?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to get some hot feet or worse.
It really goes, doesn't
Yeah.
it? It
Yeah.
really does go up.
Well, we've
But
been
also
on
somebody got a
Cobblin.
DUI driving one in America. The first
Under
one.
the influence
Yeah.
of what?
Well, obviously their mentality was, oh, I'm going to use a scooter to get home because I've had a couple of drinks at a pub.
Mhm.
And in America and in some places they're all over the place. You can hire them.
This guy's
And yeah,
deep.
she hired one, but she was obviously inebriated, got pulled over, and they were just like, well, we've never done this before, but it's a motorized vehicle.
But you have
Let's
to.
give
yeah,
you a
I mean,
DUI
you
test.
are a danger.
Yeah.
Like if you hit somebody,
Yeah.
then you would hurt them.
So don't drink.
Can
and
you get
scoot,
DUIs
guys.
for bikes?
I imagine. Well, the thing is about a lot of these is that you can be arrested for causing public nuisance in most Western countries. So, a policeman can go, this person was swerving all over the middle of Hollywood Boulevard with an electric scooter. They are a menace. So you can arrest them and charge them for that. So
True.
same could happen for bikes. Same could happen for anything, really.
I have one more animal-related story.
Please do, and then we'll move on to questions for the last 5 minutes.
Did you hear about them making the world's biggest Primark recently?
Is it in
Right.
Ireland? China?
Actually, where is it?
Ireland or China, one of the two. It's
Well,
got to
because
be.
Primark's from Ireland. The person who founded it is
How
Irish.
do you reckon it's pronounced
I
then?
don't actually. It doesn't say
properly?
where it is.
What? Primark?
Oh, it's Birmingham.
Primark. If it was
Primark.
It
Primark,
says it's in Birmingham, I think.
Birmingham.
Disney Cafe in world's biggest Primark is closed after mouse is spotted. That's
Like
ironic,
Mickey?
isn't it? Well, I mean,
It's a mouse.
the
Nice.
logo's everywhere, but
It's part of
apparently, it literally got mice, so they had to shut it all down. I just thought it was quite ironic because,
Is that what it takes to shut down a cafe?
What?
A mouse.
I think so.
What
At
if
least for a bit until they sort it out and get some health inspectors.
Is
in.
that what's going to happen? It's
Yeah,
not a-
yeah, of course so. Yeah,
You
I
just
mean
need to
they've
clean out the
spent all
mice.
this money building it, so I think they're probably just gonna have to have a clear out. But holy shit, like if you saw a mouse, you would leave that place.
Why don't we
Which
cut all
would
these-
you rather, though?
Yeah.
Either mice in a kitchen or cockroaches in a kitchen?
Oh, fucking cockroaches are rough. I don't know because
If you
Mice-
saw a mouse running along in the back of a kitchen and then you saw a big old cockroach scuttling along the back of a kitchen, I think I'd rather have the mice.
I think I associate, like,
No, I
you know,
don't
when you
know,
watch
'cause
films and you see moldy food, there's always insects that come out of them.
Yeah.
Versus mice don't
they lay
really.
their eggs. And
They
stuff,
eat food and then
Mhm.
they shit everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So
But they're cute, aren't they, mice?
mice are cute.
Just
Cockroaches
insects.
aren't
Little
cute.
dormouse.
I don't know. It's hard to say because remember that time we had maggots when we just left a bin out
Yeah.
Maggots.
in
Maggots.
our third year uni.
That
We
was
just had
gross.
there was a bin bag that just sat there for 2 weeks. For some reason, no one just took it outside. It was literally by the door.
Yeah.
We lifted it up, and there was just literally a pool of maggots
whole
just
heap of
wriggling around
maggots.
underneath it. We're like, what the
Ugh.
fuck?
Oh, I
is
remember.
this?
I remember coming in just after you'd cleared it
Yeah.
up, and there were like little bits on the floor and stuff.
We
That
filmed,
was just-
you filmed Ross.
I cannot
Yeah.
believe it got to
Taking
that
the bin
state.
out.
It was just like it was
No,
just.
this was
Oh, that
your
was a
uni
different
one.
It was the height of.
Yeah.
I think it was just about summer, right? So it was just hot everywhere,
Oh, it was gross.
and so just
They fell on the
Oh.
floor and everything.
uni, man.
That was gross.
Fuck that.
So one more little anecdote about cockroaches.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, okay. You
They
really
can survive a
got
nuclear
onto the
blast.
cockroach vibes.
So just before I went to uni for my gap year, went to Australia, and we're on the East Coast. I was obviously didn't have much money because I was barely had a job at the time, and we were going down on Greyhound buses, and we were like, oh, I know we won't rent hostels and stuff. We'll just sleep on the buses, right? So we're going down middle, like deep, like going down the East Coast, but nothing in a lot of Australia. It's just road. And I was like getting ready to go to sleep. I was like, oh, it's just a regular bus, but like I can sleep here. I can sleep here, it'll be no problem. And I started like getting stuff ready and like put my phone away. And I looked down the gap in my seat on the left hand side. So I've got the window. I've got the window seat of a 2-seat setup. And I looked down the sort of crack here, and I just noticed that there's just cockroaches just in the crack. next to
Multiple.
me on this bus.
Just wriggling
yeah.
around.
So like 4 or
Well,
5.
because there's different
About
types
that
of
big.
cockroaches,
They're about
right?
that
There are
big.
some really fucking chunky ones,
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
those tiny little brown ones.
Yeah.
The ones in Men in
Oh,
Black
which ones were
aren't
they?
real.
Just the big fuckers.
They were like that big probably.
Ah.
But I was just like, oh great, there's just live cockroaches just sat next to me here. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Imagine trying to sleep with that. I got like sandals on so they could be all over your feet.
Yeah.
Imagine
You
just
start
waking
getting
up.
those itches, don't
And you
you?
just-
Yeah.
Like the
And I was just like,
phantom.
well, that's this ruin then.
That's gross.
It's always the fear of them like crawling in like your ear or something, or just on you,
Mm-hmm.
or
And
in your
then-
mouth. What, didn't they say like you eat so many spiders? Or
No,
whatever
that's
it is,
a
which is
myth.
bollocks. Like yeah, but
Absolute myth.
Well, I don't know.
The fear
I
of it
actively try and hunt them down.
yeah. I put netting on my mouth.
One of
when I
8.
sleep. It's a spider net. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm terrified of cockroaches embedding themselves in you and then taking over your
Brain.
body.
What, like the plot of Animorphs?
Yeah, and
The
well,
Zerg?
Oh, something they do. With it. I
but
forgot-
like you're
completely forgotten
aware,
animal.
you're aware that the cockroach is in there, but you have no control over your body. And you're like, please stop!
Ah,
Right.
and there's shitloads of that stuff in like Attenborough documentaries, isn't there? Where they're, like insects get like
parasite.
infested with
Like
something.
those
something
snails.
sprouts out of their brain.
Yeah, and then they
wasps
just,
like
like,
go,
Hold their claws up to a bird and get eaten.
It's grim, isn't it? Nature can be really grim sometimes.
Yeah, it really can.
Right, questions. Let's do
right,
this. Craig, have we got any questions? Hot questions.
I've put some at
I've
the
got
bottom
some
of
here.
the
All right,
sheet.
nice.
Okay.
Sweet.
Viewer 346 asked us, I think this is from last time, saying, I wanted to ask, what 2 animal species would you combine? Which parts of each would you use?
Bat dragon. Wait, no, dragon's not.
You mean like
Bat lion.
Bat lion. A
So-
lion with bat wings?
Yeah. Can you imagine
Oh, the
that
bat
fucking
wings
thing?
the size of a
the
bat
lion.
or
Size of a lion,
Ah,
the
okay.
wings of a bat. Can you
Fuck.
imagine that?
the havoc.
It's like a
The
chimera.
pure mayhem.
That
Just
would
like,
be insane.
holy shit, the
What would
lions
you call
can
it?
fly.
Bat lion.
Yeah, there's not really a bion. There's not really a good combination, is
A bion could work. There's a bion released from the zoo.
Have you
Watch
got
out
one?
above.
You got any good combinations, Ross?
I don't know what I'd want to combine. It might be quite funny to combine like, I don't know, like a sloth and like a cheetah, like something that's super, like the 2 polar opposites, like something super fast
That's
and
a
something really slow.
slow-ass
So it
cheetah.
looks like a sloth, but it can fucking go.
All right,
And
the
it's got
other
a
way
little
around.
and it can really just scrabble along. It's they're the fastest animals in the world. It's just
it? Giraffe penguin.
Sleater.
A giraffe
Sleater.
penguin combo.
Giraffe.
So
penguin.
it's like a penguin with a really long
Really
neck.
long neck.
Oh,
Oh, I can't sleep.
Jesus Christ.
What about you?
Elephant sugar glider.
Wow.
Imagine
Can you imagine
that.
that thing jumping out of trees?
God, these animals sound horrific.
Other way around, you have a tiny elephant with like,
Oh, like a miniature elephant would be super
A tiny
cool.
but
would
it
be
can
cool,
fly
wouldn't
like a
it?
sugar glider. Yeah.
That would be cool if an elephant was like the size of a dog.
That'd be great.
I'd want one.
A shark mixed with a rhino. A great white rhino shark crossover.
Shino.
There's
A
so many different types of
shino.
shark. I wouldn't be surprised it's like just some random rare
rhinoc.
species. Rhinoc.
A crocodile and a chinchilla. So every time it comes out of the water, its hair's just like, fuck. It's like, oh, you look
Weighed
sad.
down.
Or a crocodile and gorilla combo.
Oh, God. I think
Basically
I've seen
street
that before.
sharks.
Yeah.
But what part? Like
But
the head
Crocoman.
of a crocodile, the body of a gorilla.
A
With
gorilla.
the, isn't that a thing?
With a
I feel
tail.
that's a thing.
With the
In a
tail.
cartoon
The
somewhere.
robo
croc people.
There's a croc that's a robot in
Croc
something.
Crocoman Empire.
Oh, it's in that Rick and Morty episode where you got the guy with the ghost train. There's also Robo Croc.
Oh, yeah,
Or
Robocop.
whatever he's called, and he's just this really shit, like, oh my god, I am.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. Anyway, next question.
Thanks, viewer 346.
Yeah, I like that question.
Here we go. There's. I need to read them first.
Sit in DUK. If each of you were a dog breed, which breed would you describe yourselves the best? I'd probably be a pug.
A pug.
Dying.
I fucked up breathing.
Yeah. Inbred.
Inbred. Oh my god.
Likable and charming, but not easy on.
Ultimately,
on
not
the-
easy on the
Don't
eye.
know.
And horrible respiratory issues.
I think I'd be
I'd
a fucking hell, what's it called? A red setter.
A red
Yeah.
setter. Okay.
You know, like the real big setters.
Yeah.
I think I'd be a
With
big
the pointy ears, the ones that they use kind of like as guard dogs, or
dog.
is
No,
that
they got floppy ears. They're kind of
floppy ears?
similar.
What am I thinking of then? I'm thinking of.
You have a wealth of knowledge.
I'm
at
thinking of
your
the one which has a squeaky.
fingertips.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm
You
thinking of
have
the
the internet. I can just Google it for you.
one in Up, which
A red
is like the enemy
setter.
one, which is also a squeaky voice. Do you remember that one?
Oh,
There you go. That's a red
Where it's
setter.
like, why my voice so
Yeah.
squeaky?
They
Like-
kind of
like-
like
Oh, okay.
all legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big and long, and they're so big that they die at about age 9.
They're a bit
So-
clumsy.
Yeah, very clumsy.
Yeah.
Clumsy, yeah, okay.
They try to appeal to you, but some have aggressive behavior.
But could take out a deer if needs be.
Yeah.
Point.
What about you, Ross?
I don't know. I don't know much about many other dogs other than like Labradors and
You must know other
Kind
dog
of.
breeds.
yeah. I know other dog breeds. I don't really know what they're like as much though.
Right.
But
Poodle.
a poodle. It's a poodle.
You'd be
or
a poodle.
yeah, but with all the like fluffy bits.
Well, I think you'd be like
Shaved
a
out.
Labrador of some kind.
A Labradoodle.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What does a Labradoodle look like?
Labradoodle are like poodles and Labradors mixed
Yeah,
together.
it's the best combo. They're very loyal, but also very fashionable.
Oh, I don't like Labradoodles. God,
Well, that's you though. So
that's me now. I am now a Labradoodle.
You hate
so-
yourself.
I hate myself. Fucking hate myself. Look at me. Need to get a haircut. They always get like if it's
pretty
like a
cute.
white one, their mouths get all like covered in like they always go
Yeah, they
dark
get-
because
they
they
get-
just dirty.
Same happens with the Japanese Spitz eyes, which is what my
Oh, the
dog
eyes.
is. Yeah, they
Oh, around the
because
eyes.
they just leak.
Oh, you can paint.
You
You can
stop
do
putting
Tipex.
eyeliner on
Bit
it.
of Tipex will be fine, right?
Yeah, or like petroleum jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on, in.
I'll be.
Leica 5 wants to know when Mochi needs haircuts. In general.
She was groomed 3 days ago.
Oh, okay.
once a
Oh,
month.
Really? Wow.
We're currently doing puppy cuts up until 6 months. Apparently, if you cut the hair too short, too young, it grows back weirdly and very coarse. So.
It's kind of an interesting question here from IB Rules or Ib Rules. Saying, is Mochi pedigree? Was she expensive? And would you recommend rescuing over buying from a breeder?
Absolutely. I couldn't because I live in a second floor flat. I went to all the different shelters first to say, is there anything available for me? There is actually a load of Japanese Spitz brought over from
Japan,
Poland or Russia.
Okay.
That area. And we tried to apply for those. They said, sorry, there's a global policy or nationwide policy of like, if you don't have access to a garden, we don't know what behavioral issues these dogs have. They need access to outside, and certain like requirements are needed. So unfortunately, I had to go down the breeder route because I really wanted a Japanese Spitz.
This is the thing. Like, I think the first dog I had was a rescue dog, but I think the Labradors, they were pedigree, so they were from a breeder as well. So yeah, I'd recommend rescuing where you can, but obviously, depending on your circumstance, it might not be.
My next dog would be a rescue Samoyed or something like that. That'd be great when I have a bigger house.
Get a dog for Mochi to be friends with.
Yeah, a bigger version.
Just a bigger version. Yeah, get 3 in like.
Well, yeah, I'm going to get a Samoyed because imagine Mochi realizing that this dog is outgrowing her considerably. Starts off as a puppy, smaller. It's like, why is she still growing? Holy crap. And my God.
You could do hilarious practical jokes.
Don't tell anyone. And then just occasionally coming, well, this is what she's always been. I saw her yesterday, Trott. She was tiny.
Same bandana, same outfit. It's like, what do you mean?
She's changed so much.
We can do crazy perspective stuff. Yeah, it'd be nuts. Look forward to that. Great question.
Okay. This is a really good question. Crumpet is saying, how old does Mochi need to be before you start getting her into dog fighting?
Already start her off young.
Nice.
It's good to get her nimble quickly. And
used to other dogs.
Fear, but also the aggression needs to come in early.
Didn't Craig have a dog fighting story recently? Or didn't you come across something where they were cornering it off or something? What happened? Were they actually in this fighting?
So, in the town where I live, I'd say. Yeah. It's got like a little high street. It's like a little. It's a one-way system. Anyway, they shut it off because there was a veterans parade, like a military parade, go through. So they'd done the barriers at the side of the street, and we didn't even know it was happening when we got there. But there's just streets lined with people, kids, families, and there was an old woman that had a little. I think it's a Chihuahua, a little dog.
Jesus,
anyway,
those are tiny, yeah.
And then suddenly we just heard all this screaming, and like as if like a gunman was loose or something like that. People screaming. We look over and there's this Labrador that was off the lead, that's like mauling this tiny little dog. People clambering over barriers to help, kids screaming and crying. And the dog was, I say fine, like it survived. I don't know what injuries it had.
Sometimes when dogs scrap, it looks more violent than it is.
Just because half the time they're just confused as to what that was.
The small one's usually yelping and whining her shit because it's scared. Like Mochi yelps sometimes even if nothing touches her. It's just like, oh, he came too close. Yeah. Woo! But yeah, I'm sure it got some cuts.
Ooh.
Probably, yeah. Like they were struggling to get
well, we're actually going to get Mochi some chainmail, so that should be fine.
Full plate.
Archie's done that before, where he bit a smaller dog because it kind of just ran. It had no lead on it, and he was on a lead. The dog just ran up to him, started sniffing his ass. It was small, much smaller, and it scared him. He just got really scared, and he kind of lashed out and just nipped it once. But that was enough to get the other owner going fucking nuts. And we were like, we'll just put it on a lead then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because that's the best solution is if you know that your dog's in a place where there are other dogs.
Mm-hmm. A big freaking bulldog
as long
came
as it's
barreling up to Mochi and jumped on her.
Yeah,
didn't bite thankfully, but off lead. And then the owner came up and was like, "Oh, she's only just been vaccinated, sorry about that. She's not just haven't trained her very well yet." It's like, why the hell have you got her off a leash?
Don't take the lead off,
terrible. Like at least a year.
It just worries you as an owner because obviously you could fuck someone else's dog up, and then not only is it going to be expensive, it's you feel shit. Like you feel like, oh fuck, and then you get anxious about taking your dog out, and it's like, just try and train it.
There's a lot of owners out there that are completely negligent and just get dogs without fully understanding the training required.
Yeah.
So the disturber is asking if you had to try to make the perfect human being, not dog now.
Okay, cool.
If you had to make the perfect human being, but you could only use part of members of the Yogs cast, what of who would you use?
Members of the Yogs cast?
I'd use Lewis's fat penis.
Oh, right.
That's the start point.
Yeah. Right. Let's start from there and work out.
Okay. So hips.
Hips
and stomach.
They don't lie, do they? Whose hips don't lie in the Yogs cast?
Whose upper body?
Whose upper body?
Oh,
Mine,
Your own.
but not my belly. Can I choose bits like that?
Yeah, you can choose a different
sure,
belly.
yeah.
Can I choose somebody else's belly?
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll have somebody else's belly.
I hope people are taking notes so they can Photoshop this.
I know, yeah.
What would you have?
Remember who's in your cast? There's so many people.
I'd have the mind of Mochi. Yeah.
Mochi
tail.
counts, yeah.
I'd have the
Okay.
fur of Mochi.
Well, you would want the mind of Mochi, so you want
Yeah.
dog brain.
So my upper body, I guess I have Trott's belly because
Right.
mine's too
He's
big.
worked it out. He's
Yeah, then
gone
I'd
through
be
the hard
covered in
work.
Mochi's fur from head to toe.
Fuck that.
Why?
Well, the way you turn that aircon on and off.
Yeah, I'd be warm, but I'd be less fat, so I wouldn't have as much insulation.
Sure.
So
And also, you cool
Because when you have a
yourself.
shower, it just all poof out.
With the double coat,
Yeah.
you'd be fine.
I think whose hair would I have? I think I'd definitely take somebody else's hair.
Mochi's again.
Well, yeah,
Mochi's.
she's
Well, in a way, you've
covered
taken.
from
You
head to
have
toe,
taken
yeah.
her hair, yeah.
And it's really small feet to make me really hard balanced.
Would you have
like,
Mochi's tail as well?
I'd have Nina's feet.
Nina's
Oh, okay.
feet.
Yeah, because I think they're like a size 4 or
They're
something.
tiny, yeah.
And I'm 6'5", so I think that'd be
So you
hilarious.
want that imbalance, yeah.
Yeah, I want to feel like I'm walking
Like
on
you're
stilts.
stood on pins.
What about
Yeah.
Randy's tail?
Well, I mean, I didn't realize I got a tail, but yeah, my lizard.
You should have a
You
tail.
can give yourself anything.
All my fat gets stored in my tail.
Nice.
Like a leopard gecko.
And
That's
if you
good.
get
And
scared,
you can cut it off when you
Yeah.
want.
it'll fall off.
I could drop it.
Yeah.
God, who would I be? Well, can I use Duncan's dog as well? Can I
Yeah.
do? Can I just make Duncan's dog and your dog breed?
We could do that, yeah.
We'll create that,
And
and
then
then
you
I'll
breed with
implant
that.
my own brain, just because I feel like
Into a dog.
without that, it's not me, is it? So into the dog. So now I'm inside the dog, and I've got my human brain. Now it may need to be like above the dog
All right.
in like a casing,
Yeah.
but I can work with
Hashtag
that.
dog brain.
And I'll use, I don't know, Terps' legs. So I'm tall.
Tubbs'
I'm fairly
legs.
tall. Yeah.
He's got
We've
chunky
been working
legs.
out a lot more
Yeah.
recently, so I feel like
He
that
can
might
row.
be useful for the
Tubbs
running.
isn't tall.
He's smaller
No, it
than
doesn't
me.
need to be. I don't want to be too tall.
You feel like you're too
He's
tall.
still a
I'll be.
dog.
You'll be tall as a dog. Plus, he only has 2 legs, so I need somebody else's legs. I'll take yours as well. You're similar height.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
do want to
pretty
be on all
similar.
fours, but
Yeah,
with
of
4
course.
human legs.
Yeah. Well, I'm working with a dog here.
It's bizarre.
What
Yeah.
about you?
Lewis's big penis.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gotta
I
start from
forgot
there.
about the penis.
Start there and move up.
Yeah.
Move out with.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll just Mochi the rest of it.
Yeah.
honestly.
Mochi
So,
with Lewis's dick is your idea. Jesus.
Oh my
fuck.
god.
You're pretty much the same with
Wow.
Nina's feet.
Well,
Yeah.
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 Craig me down. Ask them what their dream video would be given a week and £50,000.
Craig me
Holy
down.
fucking shit.
Nice.
God.
Wow,
Go-
what was the question?
Oh, did you see it on? Sorry, what? A bit of a tangent. I watched the recent Top Gear. They filmed in that place we filmed the Trabant. So they had, the
That little ring.
yeah, Destruction Derby thing. They filmed there.
Ah.
Up there.
Yeah.
That's so
Well, it's
random.
because it was a destruction thing they were doing.
Oh,
But
We
I
should
was
have
just
done it.
a bit of a. I was like, oh, I've been there.
We did it first.
Yeah.
Top Gear.
The new
I-
Top Gear is really good. I like it.
I'm
Nice.
not sure if 50 grand would cover it, but I'd love to do the Dakar Rally of some description.
In
So-
what?
So the Dakar Rally is like, so Dakar is in Senegal, I want to say. So if you looked at a map of the world,
Flat.
so you go down from Spain and you get into Morocco,
Yeah.
and you go further down again, and I think you get into the Western Sahara, and then down there you have Dakar.
Yeah.
Below that, but you get the Dakar Rally is like, dust, like loads of driving over
Yeah.
dunes, going
Oh,
off
shit,
road,
yeah.
all different kinds of vehicles, so you can
Or
do it
salt
on a-
planes would be good as well.
Yeah.
Just to fuck around on them
something like that.
Saudi Arabia.
So people do it in trucks, like big trucks.
man.
The cost would be getting the vehicle out there, I think.
Yeah, I don't think 50
Because it might
grand
not be
would
too
cover it.
crazy to get there, but it's then getting the vehicles and all the stuff you need to make sure they don't fuck up.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But 50
Nuts.
grand would probably do that, right?
Yeah.
I think any kind
But
of
a
just like
week.
big off-roading mission like would be fun. Like
Yeah.
we had to get from A to B, like when they did
so
the
hot.
Colombia episode
Yeah.
of the Grand Tour. I think
Yeah.
that
Stuff
would
like that
be,
would be so fun.
so
It'd be
good.
amazing visually.
And it'd be
We'd
filmed,
suffer, I
filmed
think.
well. Filmed on Reds,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
pumped that aircon the whole time.
But yeah, I think that'd be sick. What were you guys? 50 grand and a week.
50
film.
grand. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, we've never really done anything of that scale. Like, I think the most we spent was on the Trabant thing, which.
Well, and the America trips. The America
Well, we didn't
trips-
spend like. I guess so. Yeah, they are expensive, but
They're at least
in terms of
10K.
like a project that's like we're filming this and that's
Mhm.
it. Yeah, I feel like we spent more like it was like 12K, I think it was overall, because we bought 3 cars, and then we hired the place to do it all. Yeah, we never made our money back, but that's gonna happen on YouTube.
I'd probably spend
what
50
else
grand doing like a very cool short film, corridor digital style,
That'd be fucking cool.
with like guns
Yeah.
and stuff and hiring stuff.
We could do a better version of their TTT.
Yeah, with rules, actual TTT,
and actually
stuff.
Have the humor in between.
And all that
floppy
stuff.
crowbars.
Portal gun.
So the biggest
everyone in
real
the costume,
life TTT in the actual costumes,
all that stuff.
I feel that might cost more than 50k across. Like,
well, if they can send that figure over, please, to us soon.
I'm guessing that's why they've told us because they just want to. Yes,
that's a good idea. I will fund it. Thank you.
Fair enough.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, I think that's all the questions, isn't it?
If you like this content and our podcast, there is a Patreon.
Yes,
we do appreciate it very much. You will be credited at the end of the VODs on YouTube and on this Twitch stream. And yeah, that's a way to support us outside of YouTube, outside of everything else. That's probably the best way.
Yeah, that's patreon.com/hatfilms.
Yeah, and just pick the Hat Chat tier, and also if you like our YouTube as well, there's I like both tier. And we very much appreciate that.
Can we get a goodbye from Mochi, or she's asleep?
Is Mochi just really resting down there? Don't wake her up.
Yeah, I don't want to be
They've seen enough of her.
Don't want to milk her too much.
But yeah, like, what else is it? Oh, and also, any questions, any fingals, send them to hatchat@hat-films.com as well. So feel free to send those in. And also, we didn't do a Hat Daddy segment because we didn't get any Hat Daddies things in. So if you want to send any
maybe
personal issues or maybe they didn't like it. But if you don't like it, don't send anything in. We won't do it again. So
there you go.
That's fine. But if you have something
not
you want
too
us to,
personal.
No, yeah, nothing funny, but something that we can banter about. Nothing super serious.
Maybe you need help revising or cooking a great meal or stuff like that. Not like guys, how do I deal with this horrible rash? I've
cheated on my wife 20 times. What do I do? I don't know,
I've got
man.
feelings
Stop
for my
cheating on
dog.
your wife.
I've got feelings for my dog, and he's got the penis of Lewis Brindley. What do I do?
What do? Oh, it's Alex Smith.
Oh, it's
Alex Smith with Nina Feet.
Smith.
Yeah.
And Randy Tail.
So yeah,
just a monster. Oh God, a bat lion!
Oh my God! All these things came real. These are real things.
Elephant sugar glider. My God.
So that's the podcast. So thanks very much. And if you also want to support us with the merch, it's available. Stored@yogscast.com. New t-shirts, new mugs. Why not?
Get something back for you.
Yeah, get something
back. Wear it. Well, with pride.
You could look this good, maybe.
And otherwise, we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Craig, play us out.
Bye.